It's a bright and sunshiny day.
It sure is.
And hello, everyone. And I am your lovely host, Larry Saperstein, joined, as always, by my pink, blue, yellow, maroon, and green.
Now you're just naming colors.
I know, but it's all the colors on your wonderful sweatshirt, Jacob Bellotti. How are you?
I'm great today. Welcome to
Let's Talk About That.
All systems are a go.
Talking database activated.
Begin in 3, 2, 1.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about what? Let's talk about who? Let's talk about me. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about that.
Girl, I cannot believe we are talking about that.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Let's talk about that.
Wow, what a day it is.
What a day here on planet Earth.
There is beautiful sunshine outside. There is gorgeous, moderate temperatures inside.
Uh-huh.
And we are here recording this podcast episode.
Yes, and we were just trying to make light of the world.
Yes. So with that in mind, let's talk about us.
Let's talk about us.
Now, you have something exciting coming up.
I do. I'm going to be in a holiday show.
Oh,
how fun
my
is
God.
that?
Tell me all about it.
Well, it is a traditional holiday show called a panto.
Yes.
Which is a British tradition, actually.
Yes, actually featured on RuPaul's Drag Race UK.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know
we
that.
We did a panto musical.
I had no idea.
You didn't know that?
No.
You didn't even watch the show that I worked on?
I didn't watch all the seasons of UK. No, I didn't.
Oh, my God.
I watched the one where they did Cats.
Yes. Rats. The
musical. And maybe one other.
Okay, well, that's disappointing because I worked hard on that. But there was a wonderful panto.
Well, I watched a lot of seasons of RuPaul's Drag Race, hon. Yeah, so it's called a panto. For those of you who don't know, a panto is a holiday show that has kind of it's based on a fairy tale. Usually it uses like a fairy tale structure and fairy tale characters. So it'll be like Rapunzel or Peter Pan or one of those. And they use pop music to tell the story. So it'll be like Taylor Swift songs or, even like old kind of 70s and 80s classics, like stuff like that. So I am going to be in that show. The one I'm doing is called Rapunzel and Her Holiday Wish.
Okay, work.
And it'll be here in the LA, Southern California area during the holiday time. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's so exciting.
And we have a wonderful Thanksgiving celebration that we're looking forward to coming up.
Yes, we do.
I'm super excited to spend time with you, my honey, on our Thanksgiving. We've never done that before.
I know, it's been so weird because you've been invited to my Thanksgiving, I think, for 3 years now.
That's not true.
No, it is true. But I think you were away.
Last year I was away. The year before I went on a trip, like a trip over Thanksgiving, like break with friends. Like we went to San Francisco.
I don't know what you're doing in 2021, but you definitely were invited for that one.
I just don't think I knew you super well. I think I was here in 2021. I like hung out with Stephen and Alex. Our friends.
Okay.
But I just don't think I knew you super well.
Okay.
So yeah. I don't know.
Well, this will be the first one we spend together. How about that?
Yeah. I'm very, very excited.
Is that this week? I
don't know like which week this episode comes out, but it's definitely soon.
Yeah, we're in podcasting swirls right now because we obviously have to record enough episodes before Larry starts his show.
Yeah, and before like people start to go out of town for the holidays. So we're trying to get our friends on before the end of the year.
That's right, because we want to give you, the listener or watcher, the best possible experience when you listen to this podcast.
Absolutely.
And that's what it's all about, really. Community, coming together,
being together as one. Yeah. Oh, and so something else that's fun about it is, do you know who Sally Struthers is?
So Vaguely, but I was more reminded of it when you reminded me of it.
Yeah, so she was in a 70s like sitcom called All in the Family.
Yes.
That's where people know her from. And then she was also they did like a sitcom version of 9 to 5, the movie.
Right.
That she was in as well. So she was a big like 70s and 80s like sitcom star.
But a lot of our viewers might know her from Gilmore Girls.
Right, of course. Yes. Yeah, she was in Gilmore. What was the name of that character in Gilmore Girls?
Nanette, right? Or Babette.
Like the neighbor or whatever.
Yes.
So Babette and Gilmore Girls, she will be in this show as Mother Gothel, and I'm really excited to meet her because when I was in high school, we went to like a dinner theater thing in maybe Virginia. We like drove to go to Busch Gardens like with my theater group and like choir. And we saw a dinner theater production of the musical 9 to 5. And Sally Struthers was in it. And she played like there's a kind of secretary character to the main like villain, antagonist guy, boss.
Okay.
And she's like kind of in love with him, whatever. And so she was in it, and it's like very comedic relief, like funny character. And after the show, she like talked to all of us and was very nice to our like high school group. So
well, that's nice. What a full circle moment.
I know. So I'm excited. And now I'm like getting to be in a show with her, which I think is cool. So I'm excited. And that was like my first time that I ever really knew who she was. Like I didn't really know who she was before that. But then after seeing her in that show, I was like, oh, who is this person? Then every time her name has come up, I've always like remembered it.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to meet her and be in a show with her.
Yeah, that'll be super exciting. But we have simply no more time.
No more time.
Because today we have one of our favorite people.
One of the favorite people on the planet. No, we've said that a lot. I know we've said that a lot.
But I'll keep saying it when they are one of my favorite people on the planet.
We're just getting our favorite people on the planet to be on the podcast. That's just what it is.
That's right. She has been a dear friend.
A dear friend.
She is currently seen as a professional dancer on Dancing with the Stars.
Yes.
You can watch her on ABC?
I think it's on Disney Plus. That might be crazy.
Okay, so it's on ABC and Disney Plus.
Yeah.
And then you can also watch her in High School Musical, the musical, the series.
Also on Disney Plus, one of the foremost featured dancers.
And you can also see her on So You Think You Can Dance.
Yes.
In the top 10.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I mean,
and that's where she like made her first big splash.
I think we really have one of the best dancers on the planet with us today.
I genuinely believe that she is one of the best dancers I've ever met in my entire life.
She is so
electrifying performer.
So incredibly talented, such a great friend, person around, you know, like I just love her so much. So please welcome to the pod
Stephani
Sosa right after this.
Stephani Sosa.
I was not expecting that. I was like, we're starting.
The full energy. I mean, Stephani Sosa, aka Steffi Chica.
Steffi Chica is in the building, honey. You're on Let's Talk About That.
Yeah, I'm excited.
How are you?
I'm good.
I don't know. Do people know this about you? Like, when I first met you, you were like, no, call me Chica. Like, I want to be called Chica.
Oh, no, I feel like I was so confident. Like, when I was, like, 18 during High School Musical, like, I was so confident.
That you, like, wanted to be called Chica.
Yeah, I know. I literally even to this day, like, I'll tell people, like, call me Chica. But, like, then I was just calling, everyone was like, yeah, call her Chica.
Yeah. But now you go by more, like, Stephani.
Yeah.
Because you are a Dancing with the Stars pro, honey.
No, I'm not a pro.
So
I'm on True, but like,
in my eyes,
Dancing with the Stars.
You're a pro.
Yeah.
So wait, so pro means that you have a partner.
Yeah, you dance with a celebrity, and then if you're on Troop, it's like the background four that are like in all the things, and then if like somebody gets injured, then like they'll sometimes bring someone up from Troop.
Gotcha. Okay, because all I've been seeing on all the social medias is just you on TV, honey, twirling and flipping and doing all of it.
No, I've been like featured a lot. Like, I'm genuinely, like, not, like, shocked, but, like, usually, like, that doesn't happen on Troop. So, like, I'm, like, really grateful.
Yeah, I mean, they have you do all those demonstrations with Ezra, your brother, in case people don't know Ezra.
Yes.
So Ezra is a pro.
Yeah, so
right?
Ezra's a pro. He was
Got it.
dancing with Anna Delvey.
Right.
How was that?
That's crazy.
Did you meet her and talk to
Yeah,
her?
so Ezra, whenever he would prep choreography, I'd be there. So I got to
Okay.
work with her. But yeah, no, she's definitely a personality.
A personality, of course.
That's what we'll say on this public
Yes.
platform about Miss Anna Delvey. Wait, so what happens to pros when their partner gets eliminated?
So they're still part of the show, but they like do all the troop stuff, but they'll do like featured things too. So like they kind of just become like troop for a second.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. See, I know like nothing about dancing.
So they'll like do
Yeah,
the
yeah.
opening numbers. They'll do like lessons with Derek, or they'll do like little passes. But no, they're still there,
Okay,
and they
well,
do a bunch of TikToks
TikTok.
all day, every day.
I mean, that's good that you're not just kind of like
Yeah.
cast off like when
yeah,
know,
and
you're
you don't just
celebrity.
get put off the show.
That'd
Yeah.
suck. I feel like I'd be like, at that point, I'd be like, I want to be in troop, because then
Yeah.
you're like on every
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah. Wait, so how did this come about?
Guys, I don't know how this happened because I auditioned 3 years ago, didn't get it, and so I was like, okay, whatever, I'm gonna like become an actress, and I'm like was so heart set on that, and then I kind of turned my back on dance, and then they called me when I was in New York, and they were like, we really want you, and I was like, no.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
I mean, it's I just like to speak for you for a moment because I've known you a really long
yeah,
time
you've
at
known
this
me
point.
since HSMTMTS.
You've wanted this for a long time.
Yeah.
Like especially in the Utah dance community, right? Like this is something that you work towards.
Yeah.
Like isn't it a big part of like the dance community there?
Yeah, I mean, I even remember like growing up, the only thing I wanted was to be on Dancing with the Stars. Like, and like
Wow.
even on High School Musical, I was like, people would ask me, "What do you want to do after this?" I'm like, "Dancing with the Stars." Like, it
Yeah.
was like a topic of conversation like almost every day. So
So
yeah,
you're actually like living your dream.
Yes.
Oh my god. That's so
Yeah,
incredible.
I am.
And I'm
Living-
glad that you get to do it with Ezra.
yeah,
Because like, he got on a few years before, right?
Yeah.
Like he was on. This is his first year as a pro.
yeah. This is his. I think like this is his first year as a pro because he did Troop 2 seasons ago, and they didn't have Troop last season. But yeah, I feel like it's divine
okay.
timing because like the way he got on as pro, and then I'm on Troop. Like I don't think it could have gone any better of a way because like
Right.
I don't think I could like. I mean, I could do the show without him, but it's just like so like perfect because like I have that support.
Right.
Every
Right.
single episode, and then like him like with Anna, like he had my support too. So like I feel like the show definitely like made that intentional, but like I feel like it was just divine timing. Like this was my time to come on the show,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought that the chapter was closed forever. Like I was like, oh, I guess I like blew it in my audition or something because I was like, but I'm really happy that I'm here.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
made it, and you're on the show. And like, what has it been like being there now, like physically all the time?
I don't know. I feel like it hasn't really hit me yet. Like I'm like, yeah, I'm living my dream, but
Yeah.
at the same time, it's like, because I'm like so stressed. I'm like making sure that everything's like perfect, and like I'm taking advantage of the opportunity. But I feel like now I'm starting to like be like, oh my god, like I'm actually like living it. Like it's crazy. Like me and
Yeah.
Ezra are like, how is this happening? Like
And like
it's so
both
weird.
of you are blowing up on the social media. Like everybody is loving like the content that you guys are putting out.
Yeah.
Right? There's been
Yeah.
talks of that they're the new.
Oh yeah, I mean, I feel like the internet and also kind of the show are kind of like
Yeah.
treating you as like the new Derek and Julianne
I know.
Hough.
That's like so much pressure.
I know. I mean,
Yeah.
but you first of all, you are that good. So
Thank
just
you. Thanks,
that's
guys.
that's
Listen,
the truth.
I actually danced with you on stage.
Oh, you did!
Oh my god.
Wait, you did! That's crazy.
We danced together on stage, so I know she is a pro, honey.
Wait, tell this story because
No,
this is a great
I taught him a
story.
cha-cha in like 5 minutes. Or was it 5 minutes? We had
Yeah.
5 minutes to teach him a cha-cha. I was like, we're doing this.
Yeah, we were at UCB, right?
Yes.
There was like a cabaret type show of like
It's
different
a show
acts.
called Raggle Taggle Dance Hour that
Yes.
happens every month at UCB.
Yes, and we went and your act was to teach someone this salsa dance or
Yeah,
cha-cha
cha-cha, yeah.
dance. And of course, I was randomly selected.
Randomly selected, meaning
planned it.
Stephanie was
I was
like,
like, I wanted it with him.
I think I'm pretty sure you asked me. You were like, "Do you think Jacob would be down?" And I was like, "Yeah, Jacob would be down."
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. First one that raised his hand, he was like, me.
And we killed it on the
Yeah.
stage. That's what happened. So I have seen this dancing firsthand, and let me tell you, listeners and viewers, she's got it.
Yeah, that was such a fun night because that's like, you know, I'm at UCB a lot doing like those comedy performances,
Yeah.
and you've come to see one or two, but like that was
Yeah.
the night like we were like in a show together.
I know,
there,
it's so crazy.
which was so silly. That was really fun. I forgot about that.
It was so, I totally forgot about it too. It was like so random too. I was like, okay, let's do it.
No, I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
it just came to me. But
Just
Dancing
came
with
to
the
you.
Stars.
Yeah.
As so you and Ezra now, right? Like you are kind of becoming big public personalities because of Dancing with the
I feel
Stars.
like more him than me, but yes.
No, but it is
Yeah,
happening for
yeah.
you. And like, how has that transition been? Like becoming now like this public figure who really is like popping off and gaining a fan base and all of
Yeah.
that. What's that journey been?
It's definitely like it feels good. Like I'm like really grateful, but at the same time, I don't feel like anything's changed. Like I feel like I'm still me, you know,
Yes.
and like
Yeah.
I'm still like I don't know, like I still go do my like normal things and stuff. So it's been like I don't know. I'm really grateful at this point. I'm just like wow, like. I guess like hard work does pay off because I literally, like I said, I thought the chapter was closed. So like it's crazy that it's like actually manifested. It's like happening in real time. I'm like, what's happening?
Yeah.
Well, we can't. We're going to
Yes,
Dancing
you
with the
guys are coming.
Stars.
Next week. Oh my gosh, so excited. What are we like getting ready for? Like what should we expect?
What are we
going
in
next
for
week?
this?
Get
'Cause I don't
ready
know
to like
anything.
not move from your seat for 3 hours.
Been there.
I'll bring
been
you guys
there.
snacks, but I'll like go to Craft and be like, yeah, snacks. No, honestly, lots of like yelling, screaming, glitz and glam, rhinestones, hair, makeup, like all of it. A lot
It
of
is
energy
very
too.
fabulous.
Rhinestones.
Yeah. And
hair
it's like you're
and makeup.
overstimulated too, because like it's like they dance and then they get the score. It's like so fast that you're gonna be like this.
Right.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
That's
those live
incredible.
tapings really are crazy. Like there is such a machine like element to it. Like it's
Yeah.
the same on Drag Race. It's
Yes,
the
when I
same-
did
yeah.
Secret Celebrity Drag Race, we
Oh
did,
my
but
gosh.
it wasn't like airing live, but it was filmed in front of like a live studio audience
get
and
it.
like all
Yeah.
of that, and it was like all the bam, 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 moving it like right along. But that one wasn't live. This is live, right?
Yeah,
Like this
like-
is
This airs live.
Yeah.
so
Like,
this is a tight.
like if you mess
show.
up, it's live. Like they don't stop the show. Like,
Wow.
This is like
and
a
they're
tight.
and it's such a well-oiled machine too. Like they're like like they have everything timed. It's like so crazy. Like
yeah.
it's,
How
Wow.
long is the episode?
I think it's 2 hours. I believe an hour and a
Wow.
half. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Okay.
So it's like so you rehearse basically. Like what is the rehearsal process like every week? Like
So it's very like different every single week depending on like how much dancing is going to be happening like for the troupe and like everybody. But usually like we have our like we were supposed to have a show tonight, but we didn't because you know. But we start rehearsal the next day at like 9 a.m, and then we have like 2 to 3 hours to do our troupe bumpers. Is like when you see me do like I'll dance with like Roman or like Marquette. I don't know if you've seen. I'm just like come and do like little 30-second.
oh yeah.
yeah.
Or my lessons with Derek. And then we have the next day we'll have a opening number rehearsal, and then we have that again on Friday, and then Saturdays and Sundays we usually have off, and then camera blocking day on Monday, and then Tuesday's the show.
My God.
Wow.
And then
So
we're on call. So like let's say like one of the pros needs us to like help choreograph something or like put us in a number, then we'll like be like, hey, can you be at Highland in like 2 hours? I'm like, yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Wait. So
Like I have rehearsal after this.
yeah. Oh my God. So on the day that we're recording this, who's left in the competition? I don't.
It's Chandler
Okay.
and Brandon, Joey and Jenna, Ilona and Alan, Riley and Steven. I feel like I'm missing somebody. I think there's one more. Oh my gosh, I'm worried. I'm so
Stephani
worried about my dance. Oh,
exposed.
Brittany and Danny. Sorry.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Stephanie exposed.
Guys, I
on
don't know.
Let's
I'm
talk
so
about
focused on my
that.
dance moves. I'm like, freak, who's left?
And I mean, I haven't watched the show in a proper in a while. Like I always watch your clips.
Yes,
But
we do watch your clips.
Thanks,
So
guys.
wait, so it's always like down to a public vote who gets gets off the
So,
show?
Is there an audience
it's-
voting component?
No, unless you like pull out your phone, but like they don't have your phones. But it's the judges' votes or points combined with like audience votes.
Okay.
So it's like both.
Got it.
Okay.
Got it. Okay.
Okay.
Which I think is pretty fair.
Yeah,
You know?
listen,
It'd suck
yeah.
if it was one or the other, you know?
I would love to have a voice in who's going home.
I feel like
in
they're
this
pretty fair
competition.
too. Like they're very much like, oh yeah, if they got less votes, like they're going home, even if they're like a favorite, you know?
Yeah,
So.
I don't understand why they would take your phones for this if it's being aired live.
Well, so they let you have your phone, but like they don't want you like recording or like. But like I guess you
okay.
could vote. I don't know. That's a good question. I didn't think about
yeah,
that.
I don't know. I mean, I
Well,
just like
maybe we'll vote.
just because it's live.
Yeah, guys, vote and then tell me who you vote
Get
for.
out and vote. I mean, really, that worked so well for us the last time. But that is incredible. I'm so looking forward to
Yeah,
being
I'm
there.
happy you guys are coming. It's nice to have like friends in the audience.
Yes,
you know?
and if you're
And scream
watching
for me, okay?
Yeah, if you're
Oh, of
watching Dancing
course.
with the Stars on TV and you hear just two obnoxious gays in the audience being like, yes, Chica! That will be us.
I
so.
mean, and it's just like everything else, just like I've always said about you. They put you front and center every time,
they sure do.
and you look fabulous
Thanks, guys.
every time.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, guys.
This is the thing about Chica. You gotta put her front and center.
I love you.
Those costumes that they have
No,
you in
I
are
know.
glamorous,
I
honey.
know. Like, that's like my favorite part is the costume and the makeup. 'Cause I'm
Yeah.
like, it's
Do you have like lots of wardrobe like tests or changes or whatever?
we have like one fitting, but like usually they'll have like a rack like, hey, these are our options, and I'm like that one or like that one.
Word.
Yeah, so
I love that you get a voice in that.
Yeah, like I said, like they just treat you so good. Like I'm like I don't know, I'm still like, how is this my life? Like I just did not
Yeah.
expect it. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh my God. That is so exciting. I'm so happy
Thanks,
for you.
and the pros get to be part of the choreography, or they do the choreography.
Yeah, pros choreograph pretty much everything.
Wow.
Like, unless it's like an outside choreographer doing like opening numbers. But
Okay.
yeah, they choreograph. Like even Ezra choreographed something with Britt last for Halloween episode. It was like a contemporary witch number
Wow.
for Agatha. Like they did like little like
and that
Love
was like a
that.
group number.
yeah, and so they choreographed that. Like the pros on the show are actually like insane. Like
They
I'm
do the
like,
Witch's Road?
Yes.
That's really cool.
Is
didn't
this
watch
the one where
it.
it's like, oh yeah, you guys didn't watch it? I think it's that song. I could be wrong, but
my
it was very
God.
witchy. I don't remember the song.
We're getting very into witching.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah. I bought crystals now. I have
We're-
crystals.
See, I do tarot.
Oh my
Really?
Yeah, I can read your
No.
cards. You guys should come over. I have a fire pit and like I read people's cards.
That's a new.
Wait.
That's
I
a new
know.
skill, new Chica skill
I
unlocked.
Wait,
know.
hold on a minute. We have been to your place in your fire pit, but there were no tarot cards.
I know,
because
because I'm learning. I feel like I'm like starting to become more intuitive, and I see like angel numbers all the time. I feel like I'm just like tapping into like that.
Okay, well, right after we're
But
done,
I'm not a
we're-
witch, okay?
Yeah.
we're setting a time to go get our tarot cards
Absolutely.
read.
Yeah, we
need
actually
to
have to
have
hang
it.
out.
Yeah,
Like,
we're gonna do that.
Okay.
This is a side story.
Yeah.
Chica like saved my birthday this year.
Oh, I
Really?
did?
You did. You
Really?
well, you were there. You like.
You were there.
No, I said you were there.
I was
Chica
there.
was there.
Yes,
I'm
I know.
saying Chica like saved my birthday because we were all out at like a bar, an outside bar.
It's like
and
Silver
then-
Lake, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we there's like a club next door or like down the block that we were all gonna go to after we went to
Oh,
this
yeah.
bar. And we go to the bar to this like club, and they're checking IDs, and we find out that there's a cover.
Yeah.
And it's $10, which is like a lot of places in LA they do covers. It's not like a super crazy thing to have like a bar cover, especially like on a weekend at a club place.
But
Well-
it didn't look like a place that they should have a cover.
But
No.
a lot of people go there though and love it.
Okay, I didn't like getting patted down.
Yes,
by
so-
the
Yeah, that
security.
wasn't it.
So then I was like, because it was my birthday, I was like, I'm okay with the cover if everyone else is okay with the cover. Like, I'm not happy about it, but I want to dance, whatever. And everyone was like, yeah, cover's cool. And then we like went in, and I didn't even pay the cover because they like patted me down, and they patted you down too.
Yes, they did.
We were like the first in line. They like pat us down, and it just felt like weird. I just felt
There were
kinda
weird vibes happening.
the vibe was just
So-
weird. I felt uncomfortable. So then I was like, let's not go here. And Chica was like, okay, we'll go to my place, which you lived like 5 minutes away.
Yeah.
And we went to your like rooftop. And
I went to Ralph's really fast and got some more stuff.
Yes.
And cakesters. Oreo cakesters, guys.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
And
We made s'mores
And
on
then I
your
think I
rooftop.
got drinks. Like we were like, we're gonna make it happen.
We were having a good time.
Yeah.
and it was a blast. And you saved my birthday.
Yay.
There
'Cause I love
go.
you.
She's a hero.
You're like
Yeah.
one of my only like real friends here in LA. So I'm like,
What?
yes.
Well, I'm honored.
Yeah. I mean, I don't hang out with people. Like, I don't know what. I'm just like, I don't know.
Do you have Thanksgiving plans?
I might go home, but we'll see. But if not, I would love to come over.
Well,
Yeah.
you are invited.
Okay, yeah.
If you don't
for
go home,
Thanksgiving.
come
Okay,
over.
okay,
We're
okay.
doing a thing.
Yeah, we're doing a whole
Um,
thing.
Yeah. I mean, so we were just thinking of you too last week or 2 weeks ago.
2
whenever,
weeks ago, we were in
because we
Utah.
were in Utah and we were
yeah.
talking about like
He was pointing out, I think that's where she's from.
Yeah,
or this is where we did this. This is where she did that.
and we were talking about that time we went to Sundance, the
Oh my
resort,
gosh,
not
that was
the
like
festival.
right after my breakup too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy. Yeah, and then I showed you around Sundance. 'cause
Yeah,
it's
and it was
literally
like
the best place on earth.
snowing.
Yes.
And
There was no fucking snow on the mountains
Really?
when we went. I was very upset. We went like 2
I think it's
weeks
snowing
ago.
now.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like
You
snowing
missed
now.
the. Because
Oh,
I
of
was
course
like,
it
yeah.
is. Of course it
like
is.
right as you leave.
Yeah, I was like, my only reference for Salt Lake City before that was the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
Okay,
and
yeah.
they always film that in like February where there is just snow on the mountains constantly. And I get there, I'm like, where the fuck is the snow? Like, like that's what I was expecting.
You guys should go to Sundance Film Festival. Because I'm going to go this year and you guys should come.
Oh,
That would
okay.
be fun.
Yeah, we'll go.
Like,
Isn't
little
it like
trip.
super expensive? I guess
No,
we could
it's
stay
not.
with
I
you
like
though.
literally, stay with me.
And Kate.
And then I have a
Well,
car.
yeah.
I would go and then you would go in to like pay $30 or get in. You could probably get in because it's like, you guys have like, you have a name. So it's like, and then you just go like to the screenings.
Huh.
Yeah.
Is
Maybe
it
we'll do that.
it's in Park City, right?
Yeah, Main Street.
So where do they show the movies?
In like different auditoriums
In Park City.
in Park City. And they have
They
like a
have
shuttle.
auditoriums on that main street?
Well, they had that one
That
theater,
theater.
that like Egyptian theater, I think it's called.
right.
No, it's like I love Utah.
Yeah.
It's like
What was it like growing up there?
Second guest episode in a row where we talk about growing up in Utah.
Really?
I mean, listen.
No, it's really
we-
traumatizing.
Yeah,
It was really
we just
traumatizing.
had Kyle and Tucker, who are brothers from Utah, who are
Okay.
huge on TikTok.
Yes.
They're redheads, and they're both gay, and they grew up Mormon. And
gosh,
they
so
had
Yeah.
like a difficult time
Yeah.
in their childhood. So I'm wondering what it was like for you growing up there.
It was hard because I was like one of the only people of color in my high school
Yeah.
and at my studio.
yeah.
So that was really hard because growing up, I didn't ever think I was beautiful. That's why I struggled so much with my self-confidence.
Aw.
That is
like
that is
literally, I
horrible.
like when I did not think I was like beautiful like until like I moved to LA. Like I knew I was like pretty, but like I didn't know how like I just was like, oh yeah, like I'm just not a blonde, like I'm not a white girl, like. But I
And
think it made me like really like strong and like want to be seen when I would dance because I was like, this is where I can like really show like my self-worth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was like so aggressive.
Okay, well, first of all, you're gorgeous.
Yeah, I mean, I've been saying since
before you even, like,
since the day I met you, I say that Chica is like the most beautiful person
Yeah,
ever.
I mean it's
guys.
unbelievable.
Thanks, guys.
And I hate that you grew up thinking otherwise.
It's okay.
Because,
I
but yeah, look at you now, bitch. You're on Dancing with the Stars.
yeah.
So I'm like,
I mean, not to get like too serious, like in the middle of this episode or too heartfelt, but like first of all, not to toot my own horn, but I feel like I was one of the people that was begging you to move here.
Yeah,
I
you
was
were.
like, you just
Yeah, I
gotta
do
move to
remember
LA because things are gonna open up for you when you come here.
Mm-hmm.
And how long have you actually been living in LA now? Like,
it's been like a year and a couple months.
okay, yeah,
I
like
remember we were together when she was moving here because she was texting you and he's like, "Have you left yet?" And you're
Yeah.
like, "No."
I'm like, you're like,
It was
what are you
5 p.m.
doing?
It was like
Yeah.
so late in the day. It's like, girl, you're
Love.
gonna be driving.
Well, because
so
I just
late.
gotten like my lipo 360 surgery, so like I was like healing.
bitch, you couldn't come to my birthday party because of that shit.
Yeah, I literally couldn't come to his party.
Oh
I
my
was
God, you missed
healing.
that one.
I was like bandaged.
You were on your healing journey.
I know.
But listen, you look great.
Thanks, guys. Thanks.
It was a great decision.
Yeah,
so.
it was great.
But I just have seen so much like personal growth in you, I think.
Thanks,
Like
Larry.
I just see you being so much happier and so much more like open to the possibilities of the universe.
No,
Quick,
why are
make
you
a fart
laughing?
joke. Make a fart joke. Say something funny.
That was so cute.
Yes, heartfelt moments on the pod.
No, like Larry has definitely seen like so many versions of myself. Like it's crazy.
Yes,
Yeah.
and we are gonna get all up.
And I've seen
into
so many
that.
versions of him too, so it's like cool.
Yeah,
Like I
so
knew
many
the Larry
versions
before
of
you dated
me.
him.
Yes, I know. He was a horrible person.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, I've just taken a really big, I was really just terrible.
Yeah.
No.
Mean to everyone.
Yeah.
Just nobody wanted to be around me or be my friend. And now I have Jacob and everyone loves me.
It's true. It's true. It's the, it's,
I love
it's
that.
the
I love that you
impact
think
that I've
that
had
for
on
yourself, but it's not
his
true.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, more with Steffi Chica right after this, honey. Energy.
And we're back.
And we're
She
back.
said it. And we're back.
Got us right into it.
She got us together. Okay, so speaking of Utah,
Oh my gosh.
You're living in Utah as a teen, and then all of a sudden, High School Musical happens.
I know. That's crazy.
Okay, so actually, maybe that's not totally accurate because So You Think You Can Dance happened first, right?
Okay, so no, because I auditioned for High School Musical first. No, I auditioned for High School Musical and So You Can Dance like in the same month,
Okay.
Okay.
and then I got both, and I was like,
Oh my God.
I mean, that also like very rarely happens.
No,
that
I
people
know.
book
That
2
is
jobs.
fierce.
yeah, and I just remember like I was like, I have to do High School Musical, like. The universe like put it in my life, like I need to do it. And
Right.
I was not expecting it either, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
And then I remember like just like I don't think I like told the show that I'd gotten like I hadn't gotten the top 10, but I was like had made the next round. And you know how like the show works, like you make an audition and then you film again and then you make an audition. So
Right.
I kept and it so happened that every time we had like a hiatus, I would like go
Go
like,
and do it.
and it just worked out.
You were
It was
booked and
just
blessed, honey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the universe working out. And where did they film that? Here?
They filmed the first audition was in New York and then the rest was in LA. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're doing a lot of flying around.
Yeah. And then I remember Zach, there was one episode where it conflicted and I was like, begged Zach and I was like, please. And they brought in Kennedy. Remember, I was like, please.
Oh, okay.
And because it was the last round and that was when I made the top 10.
Okay.
Oh my
But no, I
God.
remember us all getting together and watching something that aired. Was that
The
your-
audition.
That was your first audition that we
Yes.
had watched.
Yes.
And was that you and Ezra together?
Yeah.
So you guys like auditioned as a duo?
Yeah, we auditioned as a duo because in ballroom, like you can't by yourself. It's hard. But
Right.
then we auditioned as a duo.
Got it.
And then, yeah,
And then when you made the top 10, then you were like,
with a different partner. Because
Oh,
the same
okay.
style can't be together. So I was with like a
Gotcha,
temporary
okay.
dancer.
oh.
I was with Gino, the guy from Dance Moms, the guy that kissed Maddie.
Right. No, yes, I remember. I remember your.
I know, but
trials
whenever
and
I tell people
tribulations
Gino,
with
they're like, "Who?" I'm like, "The guy that kissed Maddie Ziegler." Oh.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
that
Like,
rung it for me.
Wait, but so why did you need a? Does everyone just have a partner in the top 10?
Yeah, because it's like duets. Like you compete in duets.
Oh, okay.
Come on,
Okay.
Larry. Learn your reality competition.
It's
shit.
okay.
I know,
I feel like
I-
So You Think is like it's kind of it's like hard to.
Ever changing. But
it's like it's
I
like
watched
American Idol.
Yeah.
I watched all of your dances. I
Yeah.
just didn't always know like the rules of the competition.
Yeah.
Is that terrible?
Yeah, it is terrible considering I pioneered
reality TV
competition
shows. Yeah.
series. So it
You were
is
on the
terrible.
pioneering train.
That's right.
Yeah.
I can't with you guys. They're so cute.
Check yourself, bitch.
Well, I couldn't think of a good comeback. for
No,
Check Yourself.
clearly. You just made me look like an asshole because you couldn't think of a comeback.
Yeah, sorry.
Come on, TTT.
So, High School Musical though, like, what's your favorite like memory? It was weird because Ezra, you do a lot with Ezra.
Yeah.
Now, but Ezra wasn't on High School Musical.
No, it was like my first job where like I found my identity outside of us being like the Sosa siblings.
You were flying solo.
Right.
So it was honestly like my favorite. It was like my favorite job I've ever done.
By the way, always front and center. If you if you are a High School Musical, the musical of the series fan, you definitely know who Stephanie is. Like,
Yeah, I was dancing full out like all the time. I was just like, I want to be seen.
you had lines.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, I had
You were so
lines.
funny. I remember in season 2 they gave you that like little singing solo.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, word.
Yeah. Or remember that late? I was like, my first lines ever. It was like, "Sorry, coming through. I'm late," or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Because I was late.
Yeah.
I don't know if like Tim gave it to me because he was like, "She's late all the time," or I don't know.
Were you late to set? You were never late to set.
There was a couple times where I was late. Yeah,
Oh, maybe that was shade.
maybe.
Tim.
I don't know.
Tim listens to this podcast. But like, I mean, I always just loved how much the dancers on the show were always treated like
No, I know.
the company. Like it was like we were a drama club, like
Yeah.
on screen and off screen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was like I loved how even in like the first season, right? Like Rico was given the part of Ryan in High School Musical. Like he was this amazing dancer, and like even though he didn't have like a whole lot of lines or like or whatever, you know, or like a story beat as his character, like
Yeah.
he was given like the part of a main character in the musical. Like it was like a lot of screen time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I don't feel like that. That never happens on shows ever.
And
Like,
it was-
where the dances are like recognized.
Yes, and it was always so funny. Like they never missed an opportunity, especially, you know, it's just Zach Woodley. This is just Zach Woodley
I
being
love
brilliant.
Zach. I miss him so much.
I love him. Like he never missed an opportunity to like give you guys a funny, cute moment. I mean, I will remember you with that fucking disco ball.
Oh, yo, I was.
Okay, so we got to hear this story. Get us.
No,
into
there was
that.
like
Yeah.
a scene where they wanted me to like manipulate the disco ball, and so I was like, okay, but like I take things very serious. Like I took things very serious.
Yeah,
like,
as you
everything
should.
I got, I was like,
Of course.
But then I like realized like after like it was like supposed to, like it's funny. Like it was like everyone had like a little moment. I was just like with the disco ball. Like I guess that's my character. I don't know.
Did you know that you were being funny, like in the moment?
No, and then I remember getting like so like not mad, but internally being like, why are people laughing at me? Like I just wanted people to take me seriously, but then I was like, oh, they're just like they think I'm funny. Like okay,
Yeah, you are funny.
but I don't try to be funny. Like I guess I'm just like myself. I don't know.
Yeah, but you're funny.
Part of yourself is humor.
Yeah, that's true. That's
It's
true.
a
funny
gift.
person.
Yeah.
To make people laugh is a gift.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I'm just like so.
That's
happy.
what they tell Larry, at least.
Yeah, to be able to make
It's so
people laugh.
funny.
Yeah, I mean, so what were some of your favorite memories?
Oh my gosh. I have so many. I don't know. Season 1 was my favorite.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's when like we were the closest, and it was like pre-COVID stuff. Like we had a
Yes.
normal season.
Right.
That's so hard. I just think like when we would all hang out and like I don't know.
Yeah, we
Like,
did a lot of hanging out.
We did a lot of hanging out. Yeah.
One thing that we do.
Oh my
is
gosh,
hang
I
out.
do
Hang out.
remember getting one funny moment is we were doing Get Chen the game and the girls were in it
Yeah.
and we had to dance with basketballs.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I don't remember what I was doing, but Zach was like, Steph, do this, because I was like doing it weird with my nails. So like I like put the ball here. And
Oh my god.
And then I did it, and like I had like literally gone doo-doo and hit my face, and it was so funny.
Oh my
I
God.
don't remember that. I don't know if I was there. Maybe that
No,
was in a
but
rehearsal.
I remember.
It's so interesting to me, like the world of dance, like, but then like you incorporate elements, right, that like aren't really, that's not like a style of dance, right? Like,
Yeah.
like doing something with a basketball is not like a style of dance.
No, yeah.
Like, how do you
it's like
adapt to
musical
those
theater,
things?
you know?
Right. Like, how do you
Yeah.
adapt to those, like, when they throw things like that at
I don't. You kind of just have to do it. And I remember like I stubbed my fingers so many times because I didn't
Yeah.
know how to play basketball.
This is a truth in this industry, and it's certainly a truth about you. It's like dancers are going to be the most versatile, kind of agile, up for anything
Yeah.
people in this industry. It's kind of like whatever you throw at a dancer, they will
Yeah.
figure it out.
You have no choice. Like you have to. Like I'm so like ingrained like that.
Yeah.
Like I remember Zach. This is actually a moment where Zach was like, "Steph, are the boots comfortable?" like to dance in. And like since growing up in my dance studio is like, you always say yes, like you can make it happen, like make it work, like be professional. So I'd be like, yes, like it's great. And then like he's like, I'm gonna go ask somebody else because I know you're gonna do like whatever. Like, and I was like, and then I was like, oh dang, like I literally will do anything. Like,
But like, were they comfortable?
no, they were not. They're like, we're gonna go. He's like, I'm gonna go ask Lauren or something. I was like, okay, right.
Do you have a favorite dance from the show?
Oh my god.
I have a favorite from that you did.
Okay, season 2, and it was like the quinceañera number.
That's what I was gonna say.
I love that. I was like,
You were the star of that one.
I loved that one.
They gave you beautiful shots of flapping the
Yeah.
dress around.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And spinning and twirling. Like I said.
Yeah.
Front and center diva star.
Yeah, it was so fun.
Yeah.
I like miss it. I wish I could go back and like relive it and
Yeah.
not be so stressed.
A lot of people don't know this too. You were kind of like the main point person, like of the dance crew, kind of.
Yeah.
Like it was you and Rico.
Yeah.
Really, who were anytime we had to learn something as a cast, it was always taught to you guys
Yeah.
first and then taught to us.
Yes.
So like things were workshopped on the dancers, specifically the two of you, and then taught to us. Like you guys then kind of became the assistants. So like our relationship with you guys was also kind of like a teacher student relationship as well as like a cast member. And I remember, you know, when we were doing my big number in season 2, Red Means Love, like you and Rico like knew that whole number.
Yeah.
And were
I remember
workshopping
that.
it with us. Like whenever there was, you know, Julia and I are pretty good dancers, you know,
Yeah.
so we were kind of good at, you know, spinning it or workshopping it and changing it like in rehearsals. Not everyone had that same like sensibility, but like it was really fun. I remember like those are some of my favorite rehearsals, like workshopping things with you
Yeah.
and like figuring it out together. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it always felt like, it always just felt like you guys had our backs, which was, you know, a lovely special
Honestly, that was
thing.
like one of my favorite parts though, was like doing the like choreography prep or like having to learn your guys' tracks, and like that was literally so fun for me.
Girl, you
Anytime
were-
Zach was like, I'm like, yes, I'll do it. Like I just was like, I loved it. And then I remember Bop to the Top, like was it Bop to the Top? Frankie and Joe had like a ballroom duet thing, and that
Yeah.
was like when their first like love story kind of like started liking each other.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I remember me and Rico like helped prep that. It was like a ballroom, and I remember being like, this is so fun. Like I
Yeah.
just loved, like I loved everything about High School Musical, because I was like, I got to do that stuff, and then I got to be on camera. I was like, that never
Right.
happens.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like a once in a lifetime
Yeah.
kind of job.
Well, you were like literally built for Dancing with the Stars. that's like exactly what the pros do.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't even realize
That's the
that.
thing. It's not a surprise to me at all that you've made Dancing with the Stars and that you're doing that.
Yeah. What's been your favorite memory on Dancing with the Stars so far?
I think after I had danced with Ezra for the first time on the show, because we did like a little lessons with Derek like tricks number.
Yes,
Oh,
I think
yeah.
I think
And-
we saw that clip.
Yeah,
Yes.
and like one thing about me is like it was funny because when they called Ezra, because what they do is they'll call you a week before each episode and tell you kind of what's happening.
Okay.
Especially if you're like a pro. And they called Ezra like, hey, we have like a really exciting idea. You're gonna be dancing with Steph. And so he's like, yay, you know.
Yeah.
And he's like having some like shoulder
Shoulder.
injury.
Shoulder.
Why can't I say that? And then so then he was excited and he's like, so you guys are gonna be doing lessons with Derek, but tricks and lifts. And
Fierce.
one thing about me is I cannot do lifts. Like I can't.
What?
Like no. Like growing up in my studio, like
Please.
I just like did not. I was like the worst one at lifts. Every time they had everyone lifting, like in a group number, I'd have a solo moment because they knew like it was just.
Yeah, you were terrible at lifts.
Yeah.
You were
No,
just
like, it's
so
us, Ezra.
terrible. So you got
Yeah.
those solo moments.
Yeah, just-
Oh, you're just so. Oh,
my
you
gosh.
can't
It's
do the
not-
lift. You're gonna have to give me a solo.
I'm just gonna have to be the star.
No,
right
guys,
front
it's just
and
because I was like, you know, I have curves. I was Latina, and none of the boys could carry me. That's the truth. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they were all so
those little
skinny.
those little scrawny white
Exactly.
boys.
Those white boys.
So anyway, I was traumatized because I got dropped so many times, and so like literally overcame my biggest fear on national television with Ezra. It was like crazy. I was like, wow, the universe really said you can do anything, bitch. Like,
Yeah, well, Ezra's got those muscles.
yeah, he's strong. But yeah, that was fun.
That is so incredible.
Yeah, I
Like,
love how much you've been able to dance with him on
Yeah.
this show.
Yeah.
How's the social media aspect for you?
What do you mean? Like, Is it like?
I mean, it's so big on social media, I feel.
Yeah, I know. But Ezra was like telling me, he's like, okay, because like I feel like on High School Musical, I was like content girly. Like I was like constantly doing the TikToks.
Yeah.
Like I was like, it was like too much. I feel like.
And also, like, the thing about High School Musical, by the way, just to preface this, is like, if you ever recorded on set, this is general for all of us, like, if we ever recorded a TikTok on set, we either had to be fully covering our costumes, or we could not post it until the actual episode that featured that costume aired.
It was very like tricky.
They were so nervous about like things, story lines or whatever being spoiled, and especially if it was like the costumes of the character that we were in the musical.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if I was in a LeFou costume or whatever, like it was like absolutely not, do not share that stuff.
Yeah.
Because they didn't want any of that stuff to be revealed.
Yeah.
So I felt like it was harder in that sense to do content on High School Musical.
But I still found my way, remember?
Oh, I know you did. I know you did.
So I don't know. I just like after I did High School Musical, I kind of like this past year. I wasn't really into social media. It was like switched. Ezra was like social media because he was on Days with Stars. So when I joined the season, he bought me like a little camera, like a little like to like take pictures, and he's like,
cute.
You are gonna do content, like we're gonna do it, like, and I was like, okay. But now it's just kind of like second nature. I'm like, okay, shoot stuff. It's like crazy. Like,
Do they encourage it?
yeah. And
Right.
also the pros are so good at it too. Like all of them are doing TikToks like all the time. I'm like, this is crazy.
I guess when you're in that environment, you know, like what the TikToks are and like what the fun things are
Yeah,
to
like
do.
they're always like, and they have a social media person on set who like every time it's like you have like a free time. Hey, Steph, we're gonna shoot something for the troop really fast, like 5 minutes, and then we'll do a picture or TikTok, and then they do the same thing with like the celebrities. Like, the social media on Dance with Stars is like crazy. Oh, whoa, crazy. Also, Ezra's like really good at social media too. I don't know how he does it, but he comes up with these crazy ideas.
Well, you're good at it
Well, I
too.
guess it's-
Thanks, guys.
I guess it's the friendship with a social media icon.
JoJo?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
mean,
was
it's, like,
actually
public
with her
knowledge.
and James Charles last night because they were doing like a video. And
Really?
it's just they're just like crazy. They're just like, they're just so creative all the time. And I'm sitting there like, dang, I used to be so good at like content stuff, but I'm getting better.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think they know it. Like, that's what they know.
Yeah.
They just know how that world works, like 100%.
Yeah.
But I love the dancing videos.
Yeah.
There was one that was like really fierce.
Which one?
Where it was like, I think it was you. It was like, it was like a xylophone and you were like on the floor. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, was it
This
me?
was like last week.
But was it Jenna?
I don't know.
Jenna
who
and
it was.
Joey? It was like they were like twerking kind of.
There was like a kind of xylophone music and like the girl went on the floor.
Oh, yes.
And
I
then-
need to do that trend. That was Jenna's choreography with her celebrity.
Oh, okay.
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 Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was fierce.
It was so fierce.
You
I
gotta
feel
do.
like
You
this-
gotta do it.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to. Like, I have rehearsal today. So, on Troop, we have 2 boys and 2 girls. And so, like, me and Roman are, like, the rest of the season partnering together.
Okay.
So, every time after rehearsal, we're like, okay, we have these TikToks we're going to do. We're going to do this. We're going to go live. Like, it's very, like, scheduled.
It's like a job.
Yeah.
It's like a separate job
but I
within
love
the
it
job.
because I just love, like, talking. Like,
Yeah.
I love being on live.
And dancing.
And I love dancing, yeah.
I mean, hello.
I'm really glad that you have come back to your love of dance.
Yeah, because remember I told you I hated it. I was like,
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah, and I remember like even last year you were like struggling with like I guess I'm gonna make the move to acting like and just do that. And like,
I think I'll always be a dancer, but I think just like the dance world in general started to make me dislike dance. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's like a really toxic side of the dance community that like only dancers will understand. Like, and being a dancer is hard. Like living, like making money as a dancer is hard. Living as a dancer is hard. Like taking classes as a dancer is not easy. Like it's like a full-time thing. And sometimes you don't get the like the results don't sometimes happen like right away. It could take 10 years and you like, so I feel like I was at a time where I was like, I just really want to like do acting. I just was kind of like, didn't love it anymore. I didn't feel it. I remember I'd watch videos and like scroll past. Like I feel like I had attached so much of like my self-worth to like dance.
Sure.
That it made me hate it.
Well, how old were you when you started?
I started like when I was like, took it seriously when I was 7, but I started when I was 5.
Okay,
Wow.
so it's been all
Yeah.
you've known, like your whole life is dance has always been part of that. So it makes sense that would like tie into what you feel about like
Yeah.
your identity,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also really love acting, so I'm like, I feel like it's just, you know, I feel like they're all kind of connected.
Yeah.
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 Well, what are some things you're looking forward to, like after Dancing with the Stars and all that
Right,
stuff?
because the season ends when?
And the week of Thanksgiving, like that Tuesday.
Okay.
I don't really know. I feel like opportunities are going to come from being on the show, so I'm just excited to like I'm also excited for like the holidays, just to be with family and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm also going to New York. I'm doing an off-Broadway show.
Oh my God! Wait,
Yeah.
we have
What?
to talk about. Is that the same show?
Yeah, it's the Take the Lead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing it. Is that Paper Mill?
Paper Mill, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Paper Mill is it's in New Jersey. It's a regional theater that. For those of you who don't know the musical theater community, it's a Paper Mill is like a Broadway feeder kind
Yeah.
of. So a lot of shows go to Paper Mill and they workshop to see if they can go to Broadway. I mean, this is really exciting. This show.
Yeah, I was not expecting it to like be there, to be honest, because
Yeah.
like everyone there is so talented and good, and there's I'm like really like the oh my gosh, this is
But
also
wait,
crazy.
but
The main cheetah girl,
Yes.
the Latina cheetah girl, she's
Adrienne
the lead,
Bailon?
and she's my
Oh
girl.
my
Like I love her.
God.
When I tell you, like
Love her.
one of my dreams is to like be in the reboot of the Cheetah Girls, and so it's crazy that like I like been saying that for so long, and then all of a sudden I'm on a job with her, and she's like there in front of my face, and I'm like it's just
That is fierce.
I looked up to her growing up. I was like,
Didn't we all?
Yeah, and I was
Love
like,
her.
well, especially just being Latina, like, and I never saw Latinos
Mm-hmm.
on TV, and then I was obsessed with Disney Channel, I was obsessed with High School Musical, I was obsessed with, and so when I saw her, I was like, oh my gosh, I identify, like, I love
Yeah.
her,
And she was fierce.
and she was so fierce.
And she wore cheetah print.
And she wore cheetah print.
Hello.
And I'm literally cheetah chica. Like, it is literally. So when I saw her, I was like, this is so weird. Like, the universe is crazy.
My God.
What is that show? I mean, it's a ballroom show.
Okay, so it's based off the movie Take
okay.
the Lead, and they made
Okay.
it to they're making it into but it's like pretty much Upper East Side kids that do ballroom versus like straight hip hoppers.
Work. Yes, I kind of. I think I remember
Yes.
this movie. Work.
And then they like the hip hoppers, like the guy that was like in charge of the Upper East Siders like gets fired, and then he ends up falling in love with these kids and starts teaching them ballroom, and then they compete against each other.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
I
but what's
remember.
crazy is I had auditioned as the Upper East Sider because they need ballroom dancers.
Right.
But they were like, no, we want you to audition for Lola, who's like what's it called? She's like one of the other girls in the other thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm gonna be a ballroom dancer, but like it's crazy because I'm like I feel like I'm more of an not Upper East Side. I'm more of like a street kid. Like I do both styles.
Yeah.
And so there's hip hop in that show.
Yeah,
as
there's
well.
hip hop. Literally all the things I love in one show. Hip hop, ballroom, and then singing and acting. I'm like,
Yeah.
what is that?
Hello.
And so
You're
you
doing
are-
it all.
So in the Paper Mill, when is that?
I go back in February, but it's gonna be in April.
That's
Discount that.
Yeah.
That's
No,
fierce,
No,
Tina.
it's amazing.
Well, and like my agent was saying, like the likelihood of it going to Broadway is pretty likely because they're just putting so much money into the show. Like it's
Yeah.
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 I mean, you never know when it's a workshop, but were there 2 workshops?
Yeah.
So
Because I was there last year. I was telling you about it. I was
Yeah, yeah,
there in
Right.
February workshopping it, and then there was another workshop in August, and that was when I was the last week of the show, and they had called me for Dance with Stars, and I was
Right.
like, what?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, you never know. Like when you do that first workshop, you never know. But then when you start doing like a second workshop, the second workshop was like on its feet, right? Like you did like choreography and
yeah.
stuff. Like once they start doing that stuff,
We performed at Second Street for like people.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
big.
like that's when it starts kind of
Getting like real.
clicking, especially if they have like a star come in, like Adrienne Bailon.
Yeah, she's so iconic.
love her.
Literally so iconic. And Ezra was telling me like we'd sit next to each other, and Ezra's like, and she also.
Oh, and
she's, like-
Ezra's in it too.
Yeah, Ezra was. He played Lance in it, but I don't think he's doing it now because he's like doing the Dance with Stars.
Okay,
He's
okay,
out
yeah,
now.
yeah.
But yeah, no, Ezra would be like, you guys are literally the same person. Like we like sit next to each other, and Ezra's like, this is so weird. I feel like I'm sitting next to my sister.
I live.
Like she's my big sis.
Well, I can't wait to come to Broadway and see you in it.
Come, you guys should come.
Yeah,
to
we
it.
will.
Even if it's Paper
In,
Mill.
like,
Of course
3
we'll
years.
It's not
come.
Broadway, but it's off Broadway. But still come.
Well, of
Yeah,
course
yeah.
we'll come.
Yeah, you guys should come.
It's gonna be so fierce. I've never been to Paper Mill Playhouse.
Oh yeah,
I've been there.
You have?
Is it nice?
It's in New Jersey.
Yeah, it's in New Jersey.
it
I
nice?
grew up in New Jersey. Yeah,
Oh, you
it's
did?
wonderful. Yeah.
Oh.
It's big.
Wait, your
right? It's
parents
pretty
live
big.
by there too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Long Island. It's like 2. It's like from him. It's like 2 hours. Like from where Paper Mill is. It's like
Oh, because I was
2-ish
saying you
hours.
guys should come.
To my place?
From where my
Oh,
parents are.
okay.
Yeah.
We had a what?
No, but I love New York. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be there for a month rehearsing, so I'm excited. Because I love
Oh,
it.
that is fabulous.
I was
That's
staying in
really-
Harlem, and I was like walking.
Yeah, were you like subletting? What were you doing?
I was subletting,
Work.
but like it was funny because Ezra was staying in a penthouse apartment, and then
Of
he wouldn't
course.
let me stay with him, and I had to stay in
Why would you
Harlem
let you
and
stay
walk
with them?
at literally midnight, and almost get stolen.
Whose penthouse apartment was he staying in?
It was
that
his
he could-
vacation, he said.
Ezra, girl, what are
Oh,
you
my
doing?
Our
God.
relationship is very like Alexis and David Rose. Like he's
Yeah.
literally like David. Yeah.
Work.
That is hilarious.
Well, we love
I do
Ezra
love that.
here at Let's
Yeah.
Talk About That.
Yeah,
And we
we
love
do.
Chica.
Thanks,
We love
guys.
Stephani Sosa. The
Guys.
Sosa siblings.
I mean, this has been a blast. This has been
Yeah, I didn't want
so
to keep
fun.
talking forever.
Oh my
Just
God.
kidding.
Girl, trust me. You will.
Okay.
We'll have you back. You're a recurring
Yeah,
guest
I would
on
love
the
that.
pod.
We can talk about everything and anything.
We also talk about you a lot, I feel.
Really?
We do, like
I
in
feel like
our
we've
real
mentioned
life,
you a
like
lot.
Really?
outside of this, we talk.
But
about
also
you.
on the podcast, I feel like we've
we do?
mentioned you a lot.
We probably have.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you come up a lot when we talk about like
High
you know,
school
high school
musical.
musical
Okay.
and all
Because
that
you really were like, one of my closest friends.
Yeah.
Like from the
Especially
whole
season
experience.
2, we got really close.
Yeah. Yeah. When we just, were spending all that time
Yeah.
as a cast together.
Honestly, I feel like you're the only person I talk to still. Like, I mean, I like, like has like a genuine like friendship with since.
Well, I'm here for you, girl.
I know, I love you.
I love you.
What was Larry like back then?
Larry?
Yeah.
He's definitely like, I feel like you're a lot lighter now.
Lighter.
Like, just like your
Skinnier?
energy. Yes.
Definitely not skinnier.
Oh, no, skinnier too.
That's
No, I just feel like you seem happier. Like, I don't know.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Must be the
that's me.
sunshine.
Maybe it's love. Maybe it's love.
I-
No, I think
love.
it's the air quality.
Can you just say it's love and like move on? Can you just say it's love and
My
move on?
love for California.
Okay, he's done talking for the day. Well, it has been such a pleasure to have you on this podcast as I hold down his microphone.
Screaming.
We love you so much. Where can the people find you, Steffi Chica?
You can find me at Steffi Chica on Instagram and TikTok.
Yes, Steffi with a Y.
Yeah.
Stephy.
Yes. Guys, it's actually a funny story before we end. The show thought my name was Steffi for the longest time. Like, they're like, they think my name is
Wait,
Steffi.
so your full name's Stephanie, right?
Yeah.
Does it end in IE or
no,
Y?
it's I. Because my parents spelled it wrong. But I.
Wait, so it's spelled
I.
STEPHANI.
And then
I thought it was
Stephanie.
with an E.
it was. Listen, okay.
I thought I remember.
For
I thought I remember talking to you and you being like. I thought I remember having a conversation with you and you were like. I was like, "Does your name end in an I?" And you were like, "No, it ends in an E. I don't know why it's like that."
No, listen. Okay, so then I was like thinking for the longest time, like since I was in kindergarten, then spelling my name since I graduated high school, IE. Then I was looking through like my stuff at home and I saw my birth certificate and I'm like, I'm like, Mom, I've been spelling my name wrong. She looked at it, she's like, oh yeah, you're right. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh my god!
Not your birth certificate.
They just spelled it wrong.
They spelled it wrong.
They spelled
So like
it
for
wrong.
legal documents, I had to put I. So then now I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna make everything the same.
Wait, you didn't get it changed so that it's IE?
No, it's
So-
too much work.
it makes you unique.
I still need to do my taxes.
Okay, wait,
It's too
I
much
love
work.
that.
It makes you unique.
Yeah,
I
that is a
know.
fun like little quirk.
And plus,
Okay.
people call me Steffi anyway, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But on the Instas and the TikToks, you are Steffi with a Y,
Yes.
Chica.
Yes.
Okay. So
Steffi
that's where the people
Chica.
can find
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
And it's the same on Instagram and TikTok.
Yes.
Love.
There we go.
Well, you can find us
Yeah.
Yes.
on Instagram and TikTok at Let's Talk About That Pod.
Yeah, we're also on YouTube at Let's Talk About That Pod. And if you have any questions, comments, inquiries, you can email us at let's talk about that pod at gmail.com.
T. We love you.
I love you guys.
so much.
A light,
Love you.
a joy in this world.
Just one of the best people on the planet. One of my favorite people on the planet. We're so happy to have had you on the podcast.
And guess what? We are going to be cheering and screaming your name at Dancing with the Stars.
you better
We're going to be the loudest people in that audience.
And you are officially a friend of the pod.
Hello.
Love it.
Well, what an amazing time.
Yes, this has been so great. So thank
Yeah,
you for
love you
coming
guys.
on, and we'll see you next week on
Let's talk about that.